first pole of the class get the ability to decline it and follow up on the end for another pole, or to take this as an official pole? We have not heard yet what his decision is. After 199.87 feet. He is going to take that as his official pole. Next up is Kim Reed with the time bomb. Those of you wondering, these tractors all they burn Q16 Outlaw Drag Racing application racing fuel, best oxygenated, fully leaded race fuel produced by BP Racing, for those engines operating at 17:1 ratio or above. In between each pole, you're going to see the heavy equipment grading off to give each contender a fair shot with the same conditions. Do it as quickly as possible in between runs. Massachusetts, driving Time Bomb, called by Chevrolet Small Block 350. The heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet. The same classification, Kim Reed, who's up now with Time Bomb. Waiting on the green. Time Bomb with Kim Reed from Millville, Massachusetts. sled is powered by its own little 4-cylinder Ford engine, burning nitromethane, triple carburetors, double transmissions, and a supercharger. Next up is Westry, Middleborough, Massachusetts. Operating the Junkyard Special, powered by a small block Chevrolet. Name might sound familiar. Westry is the better half, or the other half, of Kimry, who just ran Middleborough, Massachusetts. Alright folks, I have a correction to make. United Collision is from Warren, Rhode Island, not Bristol, Rhode Island. Apparently there is a big difference. There's a big war going on between Bristol and Warren. But I've been corrected, duly noted. Next up is Allison Kudo from Tiverton, Rhode Island, driving its Only Money, owned by John C. D. Silveira. Alright, no. Alright, that's stand by. Alright, I'm going to go back to my list here. I apologize. Next up is West Reed, Middleborough, Massachusetts, operating the Junkyard Special, powered by a small block Chevrolet. iPhone. Depending on track conditions, the teams will lower or increase tire pressure in the rear tires to maximize traction. So far, so good with the track conditions here in Spencer, Massachusetts. Kim Reed backs her husband, Wes Reed, right into the tractor expertly. Looks like she's done that once or twice. We've made the hitch. Now we're going to get over a little bit. Chevrolet. Puts Wes at third place. The weight transfer sled is doing its job to bring these tractors to their knees. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Allison Kudo from Tiverton, Rhode Island, driving its only money, owned by John D. Silfera, sponsored by American Towing and United Collision of Warren, Rhode Island. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're watching the small tire classification Mass Mini Tractor Pullers Association competition here for the Fall Classic in Spencer, Massachusetts. We have Allison Kudo of Tiverton, Rhode Island, driving its only money, owned by John D. Silfera, sponsored American Towing and United Collision of Warren, Rhode Island. We've got the green flag, Allison. Here we go. And that's a full pull, ladies and gentlemen, at 211 feet. 211.81 feet. That puts Allison in first place. Allison in first place, followed by Randy, rumor has transfer sled works. That buggy back there with the red-white stripes on it, owned by John D. Silvera, has its own 4-cylinder Ford engine in it, triple overhead cams, double transmissions, and a supercharger. The object of the game is for that weight transfer sled to stop the advance of the tractor. The weight transfers up the incline as it travels down the track. There's a couple of transmissions in that buggy that they set to track conditions and class conditions that determines the speed that that weight transfer box advances to the top of the incline, thereby putting friction on the sled. Those of you who might have been watching over the next arena over for a much earlier version of this pulled by oxen, well, it's the same thing. Except you got 2 horsepower, and here you got 600 horsepower coming out of a small block Chevrolet. Further, the tractor pulls the transfer sled down the track before it brings the tractor to its knees, is the eventual winner. Next up is the big tire class with 4150.
That Bradley looks like there's only eight tractors here. I don't know if you're gonna have time to make it. You can try though.
Alright folks, from the results of the small tire competition were in first place Kudo with its only money. Second place, closely followed, was Raymond with Rumor Has It. Third place was Kim Reed with Time Bomb, and followed right behind by her husband, Wes Reed with Junkyard Special. What do you think they're going to be talking about on the way home, Kim and Wes Reed? It's going to be a quiet ride. There's going to be a pull-off. We've determined that Raymond and the Rumor Has It and Kudo, though it's only money, both had full pulls, and there will be a pull-off following the big tire competition. They've given the tractors a chance to cool off. Those of you who aren't aware, these tractors do not have radiators, they do not have coolant, they are empty blocks. They can only run a very short amount of time at full throttle without having a heat problem. So they're going to give them a break, and we will be seeing the big tire competition now. Looks like we're dialing in the weight transfer sled for the change in classifications, changing the time that it takes for the weight box to advance to the top of the incline, thereby bringing the tractors to their knees. Here we go. The sled is ready. First up is Joe Melberg from Attleboro, Massachusetts, driving 20 years in the making, powered by a 460 Ford Big Block. Sponsored by Pogursky Corporation, One Way Recycling, Motor Racing Enterprises, with special thanks to Wild Bill, Randy, Racing, Jason, Sticks, Mom, and Colleen. Quick rundown for our sponsors is John D. Salvera. For the weight transfer sled, he owns Merkin Towing and United Collision of Warren, Rhode Island. Ferrara and Sons Construction, B&B Excavation, the Tiverton Sign Shop, Massachusetts. .198.17 Joe. We're 20 years. Massachusetts. Again, check out capetrain.com.
All that through a 9-inch.
That's a 9-inch?
Next up is Little Reaper. Mike Perry Jr. from Rochester, Massachusetts is driving Little Reaper, powered by a 406 cubic inch Chevrolet, which I was told is a 400 cubic inch small block, 430 over, making it 406 inches of pure Chevrolet small block. Sponsored by Twin Roller Farm, KPC Powder Coating, My Empty Pockets Special, and special thanks to Laura Plastino. Let's see how Mike Perry does. Team's gonna hook up Little Reaper to the weight transfer sled. We'll see how Mike does against the 198.17. Here we go! And that, folks, is a full pull at 221.85 feet. 221.85. Unseating.
Used up the whole track in that one.
Big Joe. Well, not Big Joe. Unseating Joe. He's beating Joe.
This is in Spencer,
At
Mass.
198.17. Little Reaper's at 221.9373. That's a full pull. Next up is John Mello with Inches Matter. From Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Powered by a 350 cubic inch Chevrolet. Folks, you might be wondering how these guys and girls steer. So the rear wheels of these tractors are independently braked. So when they're going down the track, that steering wheel has little to no effect on the steering of those tractors. They are essentially splitting the steering with the left pedal and the right pedal. That's how they steer down the track, and their gas pedal is actually a lever on the right. So there's no gas pedal. They've got steering left and right. And hammer down.
Yeah, Spencer Fair.
Again, thank you to United Collision of Warren, Rhode Island for supplying the weight transfer sled. That weight transfer sled was just brought up in Tallahassee, Florida. It was built pursuant to Rule 5.17-2. That has a Ford four-cylinder engine, double turbochargers, and some sort of camshaft or pistons or something like that in there. Burning nitromethane. Again, we have the front end loader grading up the track after every pull, give everybody a fair chance, same conditions. Got a Volvo L120 front end loader. And here we go with Inches Matter. John Miller from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, on a 350 cubic Chevrolet. Good colorful paint job.
Arizona here. They do this type of pulling down in Arizona.
All right, we've got the green flag. Here we go, John. That's a full pull, ladies and gentlemen. 214.11 feet. 214.11.
And he got out of it. Got a little nervous to the barrier.
Hey, girls.
Take a look at that barrier, how close he got to that.
Those tractors are going to go back and rest, cool down. I think you'll have the small tire pull off next. Or maybe you'll have outlaw up next.
He's right up against that barrier. You guys look at what he's looking at when he's coming down that track. Barrier and tires right there. And he was only a few feet off those. Look, pretty much where he stopped right there.
Let's hear it for John. We have Mass Mini Bowling Association Vice President Dennis the Menace operating the Ford Tractor expertly. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is Raymond from Raynham, Massachusetts. He's operating Mommy's Little Monster, powered by Big Block Ford 550 cubic inch, backed up by a C6 Ford automatic transmission, bolted to a 9-inch narrow gear end. It's also featuring a Ryan tunnel rim and double waller carburetors. Estimated that motor puts out about 700 horsepower. And it's burning Q16 dragster gasoline, leaded and high octane.
There's a long wait between each tractor and a little bit of action, but guys that like what you see and hit the like button. I'll get a better camera eventually. Got the green light about to go.
Massachusetts. Big Rock Chevrolet Rockeria. And the transfer sled did its job, bringing Raymond to his knees. 160.36 feet.
Oh, he wasn't running right.
160.36.
Chevy, the distributor's on the right
The
side.
transfer sled won. In talking to the operator of the transfer sled, he really likes to stop those tractors before making a full pull. Big smile on his face when that happens. opportunity to run down the sponsor list one more time. John D. Silveira, who is providing the weight transfer sled. American Towing, United Collision, Ferrara and Sons, BB Excavation, Tiverton Sign Shop of Tiverton, Rhode Island, Podgorski Corporation, Canton, Massachusetts, number 1 in the number 2 business. Cape Cod Central Railroad, CapeTrain.com, Domus Polar Express this winter, the month of December, running Polar Express out of Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts, CapeTrain.com. And of course, we wouldn't want to miss thanking the Spencer Fair for having the Mass Mini Pulling Association here for the Fall Classic. Ironically, 100 years or 1,000 years apart, you've got the teams of oxen next door pulling weight sleds with concrete blocks on them, basically trying to achieve the same thing as these guys and girls are. Fast forward to a 650 horsepower small block Chevrolet pulling the weight transfer sled. Technology is advanced. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is the pull-off from the small tractor competition earlier, whereby there were 3 tractors that had all made full pulls, and they will be having a final competition to see who can win. I would imagine there'll be a change in the weight of the tractor, of the weight transfer sled. See what'll happen next. What a beautiful day here in lovely Spencer, Massachusetts. Oh, 2 tractors. Sorry, 2. Terrible statistics, Wes. See the team expertly dialing in the weight transfer sled. Club Vice President Dennis the Menace is over there switching coagulators. There's Dennis. He's the wizard with the keys.
We're done taking another look at the tractors again while we're waiting.
Special thanks to our track officials today. We've got Dennis Sylvia, Mike Perry, Sticks, Joe Melberg Jr. down there with the flags, and Mike Nickerson in the L120 Volvo loader, expert load operator. And here comes Rumor Has It with Randy Raymond for the pull-off.
About to get going again here.
Next up is Randy Raymond, Rainham, Massachusetts, driving the Rumor Has It, powered by a small block Chevrolet, coupled to a turbo 350 transmission, 9-inch rear end. And we've got the green. Here we go.
Whenever you watch it, hit that like button for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a Next up in the pull-off is Allison Kudo of Terry Island, driving It's Only Money, owned by John D. Silvera, sponsored by American Towing and United Collision. Let's see what Allie can do. third place. And that concludes the small tire competition. With Randy Raymond and Rumor Hazard in first place. Kudo in second place, Kim Reed in third place, and followed by the handsome Les Reed in fourth place. Better late than ever, Les. Better late than ever. Better stick to hard gravel, Les. Spirit of America, Les, today's Chevrolet.
What happened to another tractor show up?
old-fashioned pull-off now with a big tire class between John Mello with Inches Matter and Michael Perry Jr. with Little Reaper. The expert team is dialing in the weight transfer sled. A little bit of yelling and swearing going on down there, but they'll figure it out. John D. Silvera, again expertly piling the weight transfer sled. Brought up here the other day from Tallahassee, Florida. I think they should put reverse mirrors on that thing so you can see where he's going. Guys, we got Michael Perry Jr. from Rochester, Massachusetts driving Little Reaper, followed by a 406 cubic inch Chevrolet, the heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet. That 406 cubic inch motor is a 400 small block, 4-bolt mains, 430 over. He's going to bring every horsepower he can out of that motor on the way down the track. Burning 216 drags to fuel. Here we go! 19.9 miles an hour. Speed on the ground, SOG at 218.42 feet. Of course, that's a full pull. Full pull at 218.42, a full pull being 200 feet for this track. And again, 19.9 miles per hour of speed on ground, over ground.
Something tells me he needs to put more weight in that box.
I think he was making full horsepower that time.
Maybe another 100 foot of track.
That's it for Mike Perry. Next up is John Mello. Let's see what he can do. He's got to beat that 218.42 feet to unseat Mike Perry. John Mello and Inches Matter will be firing up
I'm not sure the classes.
after the
I
grading
heard him say something about large tire.
smooths the track
my
back
first time
out
seeing
for
these
the
guys
safe
out here,
conditions
so.
for every pull. Again, special thanks to American Towing, United Collision for providing the weight transfer sled. right, John Mello from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Driving inches matter, followed by a 350 Chevrolet small block. Here we go. 202.90 feet. 202.90.
He's not happy with that for, I bet.
So full pull, obviously, after 200 feet.
Look at the path he took. There's a lot of correction there.
Just every inch of the track.
Waiting to hear from track officials on how we're going to play this out with the last results. And our track officials today,
Those are the big holes.
Mike Nickerson and the loader sticks on the flags. Dennis Sylvia and Mike Perry, track officials. Again, ladies and gentlemen, full pull is considered 200 feet. Once they get past the plane of 200 feet, is considered a full pull. Especially on a short track like this.
So you gonna build one?
Gonna see what she's gonna let me keep or get rid of in order to make one.
Those of you watching that last run, you know the driver is desperately using his steering feet. These tractors, once they're underway, they steer with their feet, left and right. They split the brakes, left foot, left wheel, right foot, right wheel. That steering wheel has very little effect, if none, once they're on the way down the track. Waiting on results from the track officials on how we're going to handle the full pulls.
Oklahoma. And a lot of downtime between each pole, but they're taking really good care of the track here.
Next up in the Outlaw division is Raymond.
And Jamie, if you're still here, it's Outlaw.
That's what Lloyd told me anyway.
Outlaw division.
No, apparently not. Misinformation. About time you start listening to Laura. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you wondering, these tractors are burning Q16 Outlaw leaded drag race application gasoline, highly oxygenated race fuel produced by VP Racing.
I'm not sure what we're waiting for now. It looks like they're adjusting something on the transfer sled. Let's go take another walk. No problem. Spencer, Mass.
Followed by a big block Ford 550 cubic inch C6 transmission with a 9-inch short rear end, featuring a Wyant tunnel ram and double roller carburetors.
Stick around, guys. You just took them up. I'm about to pull here any second now.
What's up, Dennis?
Don't be like that.
Let's hear it, Randy Raymond. Congratulations, Randy Raymond on the Outlaw class, first place.
What class is that guy in?
Next up, guys and girls, women and children, is a pull-off between John Mello and Mike Perry. The team on the sled is dialing it in and changing the advance of the weight to see who brings the tractor to its knees first, thereby stopping its advance down the track. It's a good old-fashioned pull-off. Yeah! I think we're having an organizational meeting at the sled.
if they were better at keeping the action going, they'd be able to draw a larger crowd, I think.
I'm surprised there's not more people.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up is the pull-off between Michael Perry and John Mello. John Mello's driving the Inches Matter. Michael Perry Jr. is from Rochester, Massachusetts, driving Little Reaper, powered by a 406 cubic inch Chevrolet, sponsored by Twin Willow Farm, KPC Powder Coating, and My Empty Pockets Special. All right, enough shooting the breeze over there, Dennis. Get out of the way. And your tractors. See what happens this time, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Green flag. Here we go. All right, 81.45 feet. The sled won.
That box came up quick.
It's 81.45 feet. Michael Perry, Little Reaper. And next up is John Mello. Grading crews regrading the track, give everybody, any competition, every competitor a fair chance at the same surface. Next up is John Mello from Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Driving inches matter, followed by 350 cubic inch Chevrolet small block. The heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet.
It's gonna be hard to set those carburetors when you can't even let the engine run long enough to warm up.
Well, like one or two of them that were liquid cooled. Yeah, that thing can get vapor line pretty easy if it gets hot.
Yep. Yeah, demolition derby was yesterday.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Potentials matter into first place.
He had more until he went off because he knew he had
Well, it almost looks like they turned the box up to high speed or something. You only went, what, maybe 25 feet and the box was already at the top? Well, that was the pull-off, right? Was that the final class? That means they're done now, or?
I think so, yeah. Unless they got any other outlaw runs to make, but I think they're done.
Yeah, transfer sled's leaving. I think they're all done. I think that was it. They're still prepping the track, so I don't know if they're...
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short intermission. Then we'll be going into the heavyweight class, the 2150. Be adding some weight to the tractors. Corporate class. Give the tractors a little bit more.
Alright guys, we're going to have an intermission waiting on the tractors. Hit that like button. I'll be ending the stream here and then come back live when we start again.
is where the drivers will be adding some weight to their tractors, preparation for the heavy class. And the weight transfer sled will be making some adjustments to the speed that the weight box moves to the top of the incline, thereby trying to stop the tractor quicker from its advance down the track.
Alright guys, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. I'll be going live here when they start back up after they weigh the tractors up to the next classes.